This weekend, we've got to make it through today and tomorrow, and then by Sunday you get sunshine back in the mix. Right now visibility, you can tell from that picture, but is reduced down to 1.75 miles at Midway. Visibility down to 1.75 miles as well for Aurora, DeKalb, and for Morris. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're in that zone where there is some light snow. We're looking live out over our mobile weather lab. We've got Lou driving around this morning. He's been out and about across Chicagoland. He's obviously having to use the windshield wipers a bit. Roadways are wet. You can see just kind of almost a fine mist of some light snow, light drizzle. It's that sort of activity that we're having to contend with today. And you can see on the radar picture where we've got it around Evanston, mostly here in Cook County, a little bit back down in towards the Aurora area and Joliet. Everything else is super duper light and really just what we would call flurries. It's just a tad more consistent across areas of Cook County, and so that maybe is going to wet those roadways down just a little bit more. Rest of the day, though, is really mostly about the cloud cover possibility overnight moving into your Saturday. Now, if you remember, if you were with me for the last hour or so, we had a different model run. We just got the absolute latest in, so I want to step through this together. Here's where we are at 1 a.m. Saturday morning with the potential for a little bit of actual moderate snow moving down to the south, but it doesn't last long. We have just a couple of scattered snow showers and really still not expecting to see any accumulation from this. I'm going to pull up the accumulation tracker and the latest from the GFS on our next system when I come back in just a second, but want to draw your attention to the fact that, again, we could have some light snow showers tonight. Take a peek at Sunday, though. We're up to 50 degrees, near a record. The record on Sunday sits at 51. So we'll be close. Next system that I'm really watching is Tuesday into Wednesday, potential for some accumulating. And my next system that I'm really watching, that I have a close eye on, is coming into play Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm giving you a long out heads up on this one because it's middle of the week. Could impact commuting, morning, evening, Tuesday into Wednesday. So we really need to keep our eyes peeled to the system and see the evolution of how it pushes through. At this point, looks like it's going to be rain down to the south and snow to the northern extent. This is Tuesday morning. And we continue through the day on Tuesday with that rain snow line parked right over us. I don't really see it exiting until sometime middle of the day on Wednesday. So at this point, what it looks like for accumulation, this is just one of our models, preliminary run on it. Just want you to know that it's pulling up a decent amount of snowfall, anywhere from 4 to 6 inches across Chicagoland. That is, again, early in the game. So we're not super concerned about it, but it is definitely something out fairly quickly this morning and really shouldn't have too much of an impact on the roadways. We've sent our mobile weather lab out. We're tracking it. It really just looks wet at this point, but I do see some pockets of some somewhat moderate snow out around Evanston, probably occurring as well around O'Hare, but accumulation on this and also the light possibility of snow that we have again tonight and into tomorrow morning brings us really trace to no accumulation likely. So it's really going to be very light, not a major impact situation for us. Now, I know you wake up, you look at your phone, you check the temp, but look, here's how it feels out there this morning. Like 26 degrees at Midway, 27 for O'Hare, feels like 23 in Ottawa, even though the temperature is a little warmer, so heads up on that. Yasmin, you realize like being a good person is the most important thing, right, doesn't it? 63 degrees, but with a nice light breeze. Again, yeah, this is kind of cold by Miami standards, but they'll have a high of around 68 on Sunday. Right now, we're at 27 degrees for our feels like number. Guess how it feels in Miami though right now? 63 degrees, not bad. They cannot complain, I say. We look at 10 for the feels like number in Portland. That's one of the coldest temps I have on the map, other than Denver, which has got a wind chill of 8 right now, so it could be a lot worse. We're looking live out over our mobile weather lab shot this morning. It's starting to build out there in a big way, guys. Just heads up on that. Certainly going to be a little wet. We do have that light snow that we've been tracking through the day. I see a possibility again Friday into Saturday, but otherwise, look at high on Super Bowl Sunday, 50 degrees, and then I'm watching this guy. This will be what I talk about when I come back in just a minute. I don't think you're going to like it so much. Yes, the accumulation, this is pretty pitiful. We're really not looking at much out there. It's like trace to maybe 1/10 of an inch, and that's it. We're watching another system, though, that could be a bit more